What's going on, Solid Steppers? What's up, Tech the Titans? This is Miss Ward coming to you. I want to have a quick conversation um, about some things, and I just think it's warranted, particularly with what's going on in the world. So, as always, I'm always reflecting and talking to people and sharing experiences in life. And like I say, when I'm talking to you guys, you rock with me because I'm talking to myself, straight no chaser. So, what I want to talk to you about is the importance of betting on you. 5 reasons you will always win when you are the only one left standing. Ask me how I know. What do you do when it's only you? When the team is gone, the applause fades, and every mistake, you pay for it yourself. Let me tell you a little truth right now. You are the final decision maker. It's on you. And when you are the final decision maker, you got to stand up and handle it. You got to be accountable. And when you bet on you, you never lose. You learn, you build, you rise. I'm about to break down 5 solid reasons why you will always land on your feet and the principles that make it possible. This is from my experience. So grab a pen, paper, pause the video, whatever you got to do, because we straight no chaser here. And I'm about to go to bed, so y'all better get this, because I'm half asleep, but we going to get through it. It's something I want to do, so I hold myself accountable. No matter how exhausted I am, if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I mean, your word is all you got. And if I can't keep my word to myself, who am I? So let's start with the first reason. Reason 1, self-accountability. You are the CEO of your life. No excuses, no blame game. When you own your mistakes, you fix them faster. Think about it. Who know you better than you? Think about it. Literally. Every situation you find yourself in, half the time you knew you was going to be in it, or there were some signs of things you ignored. Own the fact that you're human. Clean up the mess and move on. But hold yourself accountable. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to win, this is the only way you can do it. Is accountability. You can make excuses or you can make progress, but you cannot do both. I'll repeat that. You can make excuses or you can make progress, but you can't do both. So guess what? In order to move forward in accountability, you need to do this action step. Start a daily accountability log and write, basically, what did I do right today? What did I mess up today? Because it happens. And how will you fix it tomorrow? It's that simple. You got to, first of all, be grateful for the things you got right. And then constantly look at ways to improve and hold yourself accountable. This is a private conversation with you and yourself. Because the only way you're going to go to the next level in life, particularly for those of us that don't have a roadmap, let me tell you, success always leaves clues. And I'm going to recommend a book that I learned a lot from. It's a book called Extreme Ownership by Jocko, Willink. It teaches about battlefield level self-accountability. Like, it's no looking back. You guys got to check out his podcast. Great guy. But the book Extreme Ownership will change your life if you just apply 1 or 2 things in the book. You got to be willing to take accountability. And there are phenomenal ways to do it in that book. So let's move on to reason 2, because once again, it's my bedtime. And reason 2, solid principles and belief. The reality in life is that hard times will test your beliefs. And guess what? Weak principles, if you don't have any, will lead to bad decisions. But unshakable principles keep you calm in the midst of chaos. You ever seen those people? Like, I'm one of those people, like everything could be going crazy and I'm the calmest person in the room. Everybody else freaking out. That's because I'm built for it. And that's not an easy place to be, because when everybody else's world is falling down, they coming to see? Because they know they call me when they have to. But it's a gift. But at the end of the day, there are a lot of people that say they want somebody's life and they want the opportunities and the things people have, but they don't know the price a lot of people pay for that type of anointing or those abilities. You know, at the end of the day, we all have a call. Understand what yours is and step into it. Get you some principles. You got to have faith and you got to have principles, because you can't get through life without it. Because a lot of times you'll find yourself in situations in your humanity, it doesn't make sense. Like, how did this happen? And why would someone do that? But you don't understand where people come from and what they were raised in. So move accordingly and keep your head on the swivel. The action step for this principle is going to be to write down your 5 core principles. We all have them. Write down your 5 core principles: faith, integrity, discipline, resilience, and humility. And check your actions daily. Do they align with your principles? I mean, we find ourselves in situations we be like, man, I'm about to take this shortcut. Ain't nobody looking. I mean, we all human. But the reality is, check yourself. The more you check yourself, the better your life gets, because it gets to a point where it ain't even a question. You just move with character and integrity at all times, because you ain't where you used to be. You might not be where you want to be, but your ass sure ain't where you used to be. And you got to give yourself a pat on the back about that. Now, the book that I recommend to help you with this is called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Really short book, but it's timeless. It has stood the test of time. And we're going to go back over this action step because it is key. Write down your 5 core principles. Mine is faith, integrity, discipline, resilience, and humility. And all 5 of them take work, because life and business will try you at every turn. Reason number 3: resilient mindset. Failure is not an option. Failures are the tuition you pay for moving forward in life and learning lessons. You must fail to learn, but fail forward, not backwards. Mental toughness turns pain into profit. Most people they can't weather storms because they can't see the other side. We live in a society where people believe in instant gratification. Um, Work ethic is frowned upon. But at the end of the day, I don't want you out here just working to be working. I want you to work with a plan and a system in place. And while everybody's standing still, like right now, I hear a lot of people concerned about the economy. They're concerned about this. They're concerned about that. This is when you get the rubber meets the road. Get your skills up and continue to add on to those skills and be able to pivot, be versatile. Make sure you're accumulating skills that you can use across many sectors. This is the beautiful part about appliance repair. You always hear me say that appliance repair is the gateway to the trades. We can do HVAC, we can do plumbing, we can do electrical, because we understand those worlds, because we deal with them on a daily basis. The key is, do you see that? Do you see the opportunity? And as you hear me always talk about the data centers, facility maintenance, all these worlds we can walk in and be experts simply because we have a foundation that forces us to be versatile. So whatever your skill is, whatever world you're in, you need to use that to your advantage and excel and float to the top. You need to be resilient and have a mindset that reflects that. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. That is a quote from J.K. Rowling. That is very powerful. So, we're going to talk about the action step for this resiliency. You need to be using something called the 3 R's: reflect, reset, and rise. When you fail, reflect honestly, reset your plan, and rise with lessons learned. Be consistent. Be consistent. A book that will help you with this is called Can't Hurt Me. Guess who it's by? Our favorite guy, our favorite SEAL, David Goggins. No excuses, just resilience. When you look in the book, that's who you see. You look in the dictionary under resilience and no excuses, you see Mr. David Goggins. Great book. Make sure you grab it, and I think you'll learn a lot from it, just in life in general. The reason number 4 is strategic daily action. Wherever your attention goes, grows, and you should be applying certain strategies every day. Principles are useless without consistent action. If you're not working those muscles called principles, mindset, and reviewing things in your life to be better, you're not going to stay stagnant. You're going to actually fall behind. Systems beat motivation every time. When you have systems in place, even when you don't feel like doing it, you do it. Like right now, I'm ready to go to bed. But guess what? I'm first forcing myself to be accountable and to follow the systems I said I was going to put in place, as far as doing videos, communicating with my subscribers, and sharing my experiences. This is a commitment I made, because at the end of the day, like I tell y'all, when I'm making these videos, I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me. Sometimes I have to go back and listen to my own stuff. I'm like, dang, I said that? Really? I'm like, where's that person right now? I'm looking in the mirror. Where is she? But at the end of the day, y'all, you got to hold yourself accountable. And also, small daily actions compound into huge wins. Now, y'all already know this is my favorite book of all times that I got that out of. And what is the quote? You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. My favorite, Mr. James Clear. Action step. Design your daily routine. It's not hard. Just sit down, get your little flip book, or well, you can get them little cheap dollar ones that you slide in your pocket. Start somewhere. I don't give a damn if you do it on the back of an envelope. Write it down. Your reticular activation system will thank me later, because if you write it down, it's already done. Trust me, because you're programming yourself. So this is why you have to design your daily routine from what time you're going to wake up, work out, and then you need to have blocks that you're working in. Like with me, I get up at a certain time between 4:30 and 5:30, and then my first thing is I have to hit the gym, because I know me, if I don't, it's a wrap. If I don't get there in the morning, it ain't happening, And then I try to set the rest of my day. And I make sure when I get up, I do my meditation, I do my workout, I make sure I take all my vitamins, from my fish oil to my K to my D, all the stuff I need to take in order for me to perform at a certain level. And once you put those systems in place and you hold yourself accountable and you see the energy, you see the health benefits, you see your endurance. What I do sometimes can be extremely physical. So it really helps me, and it keeps my head clear, because, I can trail off and I'm in another world. I'm thinking about negative thoughts I don't even need to think about. So this is why these systems are so important, and they keep you on the proper path. Once again, where your attention goes, that's where your money goes. Trust me. You also need to try to have a habit tracker. And at the end of the day, the recommended book, yeah, my favorite, Atomic Habits by James Clear is one of my favorite books because anytime I feel like I'm sliding backwards, I just pop it in, pop on Audible, pull it out the library and look at it and listen to it while I'm on the road just to keep my head in place because we all are human. And when you are not raised in that, you have to program yourself. You know, people talking about 90 days, X, Y, and Z. You need a lot more than 90 because we hard-headed. We think we have a high habit, but you can have one emotional episode or have something that throws you off and takes you right back to where you came from. So be graceful with yourself and be patient, but be consistent. And last but not least, reason number 5, you are the asset. Y'all better recognize they need you. When you realize you're the asset, the game get real clear. It's not the markets, it's not the tools, it's you. Your skills, always elevate and hold yourself accountable and be the best you could be at whatever you choose to do. There's always ways to enhance your abilities. Don't sleep just because you better than the people around you. Don't think you made it because you haven't. Wake up. Your skills, your reputation, and your character speaks for everything. One thing about me, love me, hate me, let me tell you something. You got to respect me because I come out and I get it done. I'm picking up bags daily because I'm on myself. I'm not trying to beat nobody else. I'm trying to beat me because I already know I can be trifling. I can see me slipping and I'll be like, tighten up, Miss Ward, what's happening? Who are you? Don't do that. Don't be me. Be better. This is why I have these conversations. You know? And your reputation and character, you better protect them like gold. And when people try you, because you know how you got haters out here. If you don't have haters, you ain't doing nothing. I'm here to tell you. Because people will never understand why you keep going, why you stay consistent, why you stick to your guns. Because they so busy hating instead of coming over here and taking notes and getting lessons. Because at the end of the day, we all have something to bring to the table. Stay away from the haters, man. And let your haters be your motivators and keep it moving. And let them hate because eventually they're going to be fans. I'm telling you, I got people calling me, asking me X, Y, and Z. Same ones that was talking smack about me. But look, it is what it is. You got to let people be who they are and don't take it personal. Self-investment pays compound interest. That's a whole bar. Self-investment pays compound interest. It really does. I mean, I see it. I see it in my skills as a tech, sales systems, night and day, schematics, all those things. My whole goal at this point is just to be able to pivot and transfer my skills into other areas. Because at the end of the day, you got to be versatile. And the quote I have for y'all on that is invest in yourself. You can never lose when you bet on you. Amen. And the action step for that is to commit to learning something every day. Every day. Put skin in the game. Courses, mentors, and books. You don't have to use me as a coach. Find somebody that works with you. And if you, let me tell you something. It's plenty of videos you can watch. I got several videos you can watch. I'm not the best. I'm just being real. At the end of the day, you got to find something that works for you because you are ultimately responsible for you. The book I would recommend would be The Millionaire Mind. It shifts the way you think about wealth. And I think one thing about wealth is it's not how much money you make, it's learning what to do with what you make. A lot of my students and people that I coach, one of the first things we talk about is stabilizing their income and their profit and their business credit. And the reason I do that, in fact, I talked to one of my students today and she was saying she was so happy she has the business credit and things in place because she has a cushion. You know, she has children and responsibilities and the business is going great, but she has that peace of mind because she has a cushion. And this is why in business you got to get into things like, oh goodness, profit first and the 5 bank accounts. When you do something like profit first in the 5 bank accounts, a lot of times you can't put the 15 to 20%, but you can put 1%, and then eventually you go to 2 and then 3. At the end of the day, there's no reason for you to be in America and be broke. I'm here to tell you. If you stop listening to the haters and the naysayers and just focus on you and your lane, which is what I do. Yeah, I hear the rah-rah. I see the drama. And I've been living long enough, look at the gray, to recognize cycles come and go. You just need to focus on your skills, see where the puck is going, and be there before anybody else. That's how I live my life. Period. Dot end. I don't get involved in the blah blah because I've learned that distractions just waste time and they really reveal the fact that you really don't want to do nothing. You want to be on here, gang, gang, bang, bang, or whatever. At the end of the day, I want you to win. So I wanted to make sure I did this video before I knocked out this evening and that I shared this with you. And check this out, family. I need you to hear me loud and clear. When it's only you, that's enough. Bet on you. Build your systems. Stick to your principles. Please stick to your principles. Stay resilient. Take daily action. Because the truth is, you will never lose when you are the investment. You will never lose when you are the investment. Now, if you want a one-on-one session with me, you'll see a link in the description, coaching, discovery calls, things of that nature. And like I said, you don't have to work with me, but we all need mentors. I have mentors, and I pay for the areas that I am deficient in. And I can tell you right now, vet the people that you pay. That's all I can say. You don't know. And one thing about learning business and life is everything that look good to you ain't good for you. It's a lot of fluff out here. But as always, I want you to win. I hope you got something out of this. If you got any questions, put them in the comments. I'll make a video, or maybe I'll respond directly to the comment. But thank you again. It's past my bedtime. I have a system because I got to get some sleep so I can get up and get in that gym and be phenomenal and be the superwoman I am tomorrow. But with that said, guys, thank you for rocking with me. Solid steppers, keep stepping. And Tech the Titans 2.0, you know what we do. See you at the top. Counting them dollars and investing wisely in ourselves. Be blessed. Miss Ward, signing out.